Welcome everyone to SME Venture. 2020 has been a chaotic year, and during this pandemic, the entire world had faced many problems, and most of the nations are adversely hit financially, which may take years to recover, as observed by economists all over the world. But at the same time, sectors of many societies have adopted many new ways of solving problems, many new ways of working, and also providing services. And people have termed it as hashtag new normal. Out of such hashtag new normal, online interview is the one. So similarly, following the trend, this is Yasmin Khan, your host for the day. Welcome you all to online interview session of SME Venture to womenpreneurs and Udyog Shastra, a stories of inspiring entrepreneurs and ambitious entrepreneurs. Just a small notice before we start to all my viewers that this interview is available online on the every social media site like Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, and on our website that is www.smeventure.com. So you can just view us and our interview on any of this social media platform. So without any further delay, let's start today's interview session. So I am welcoming the most honorable guest for the day, a very charming, a very beautiful, energetic, ambitious entrepreneur, Mrs. Sheetal Wage. Sheetal Wage is the founder of Green Concept Life Private Limited. Welcome, ma'am.
Hello, Yasmin. Thank you so much.
So my first question to you is, ma'am, firstly tell us about yourself, like your background and about yourself to our viewers.
Okay, as I told you, Yasmin, I'm computer engineer and I've done my job in IT. And then after having my son, I had to leave my job to take responsibility of family and my son. Then it was like difficult for me to not do any job. So I can't sit idle like that, just doing housework and taking care of my kid. So started tuition classes. Uh, for 3 4 years, I have done my tuition classes, but then because of my husband's job profile, he's also IT professional, so I had to go to on site with him and to Asia Pacific and to the whole Europe. So yes, I had to leave that job also. And then in this COVID situation, when I came back and thought of again starting my tuition or some job, I saw that so many people are unemployed already. So it was difficult for me also to restart. Then one thing I realized was, after looking at this unemployment, that everything stops in lockdown or the situations like pandemic. No domestic workers can work. Normal shops were not working. So many businesses were not working. Even the travel business was down, right? Even the government businesses were down. In this situation, we realized that for like main agenda was the employment, okay, to generate employment. And even my mom makes these homemade spices. She's really good into homemade spices, and that was like inspiring for us. And then I thought of giving it a face, and then Devai Masale was born. So this was
Okay. So
you
this
can
was
say this is the lockdown idea of bringing up this homemade spices into a brand, as well as making some generating some employment.
okay, great, commendable. So this was the idea behind the inception of Devai Masale. So
Exactly.
I can say that this was your call for entrepreneurship from this stage, right?
Right. Perfect. Yes.
So, like, can you tell us in detail, like, how did you set up the entire business of the spices? Like, what license you required?
Okay. Firstly, how I set my business is a big thing because for any business, it's really a challenging thing. I told you as I was IT professional, then I started my tuition classes. So starting up a new business was the whole different idea. So had to consult with so many people, had many discussions. Then I had to appoint a consultant, food consultant, because I didn't know what licenses are needed. What like I thought of making it professionally, right? Homemade spices
Hmm.
professionally way. Some machines are needed, some licenses are needed, location, so many things were there. The technicality behind it. So yes, there were so many challenges, and we had to go through those. And then because my background is totally different, and the way I'm going to do it is totally different, right? So, and then, yeah, one more challenge was the good raw material suppliers in market,
Correct.
right? So after so many things, we even hired a designer for logo and designs and packaging cost. So many things were there. So after after facing so many challenges, this Devai Masale started with it, and we needed this FSSAI license, environment clearance license, the fire prevention license, like fire safety license we need. So these are the licenses and so much of work, and then you can start a business. So business is not a small thing. Like we thought we will do it, but for starting it, it's a big process.
Okay, nice. So thank you firstly for the information. Like this can inspire our viewers who are going to start into this business of food industry. So it was very kind of you for explaining us. So now just like how was the stepwise concourse you went through? Like first registration, then manufacturing. Like how did you just check all this and how was the business function?
Okay, so for first thing you need to whatever you do, whatever business you do, you need to understand the processes. Okay, main thing was
Right.
the license, whatever you require
Hmm.
for the license. Nextly, the machines. Okay, the performance of the machine. Though it is spice business, for each and everything, you need to have machines related to that. Okay. So, yes, one more thing is in this pandemic, the machine suppliers were a really big problem. Okay, because in pandemic situation, so many things didn't work properly for them also. So they take a lot of time, machines also. Then the location. Secondly, yeah, a good raw material suppliers. So we had types with the farmers and APMCs and the dealers, suppliers. So that is one more thing you need for any business. Then comes the logo and the designing concept. Okay. After that, of course, you are the people and you have to start with it. The sales team is always with you. Without them, you can't do it.
Yes. So the green concept, this word, green concept life, like how did it came to your mind? And Devai
Oh,
Masala, these words.
yes, that is really important. Green concept. Green means actually environment. So
Correct.
most of our products are hygienic, and all are hygienic. Sorry for that. All are hygienic. What we say is organic. Yes. So
Hmm.
especially turmeric, we have two types of turmeric. One is the natural, but then some chemical sprinklers are always on them. Then our main focus is on the organic turmeric. So most of our products are organic, and that's why we use that green concept. So our next batch after these spices, our next batch will be specially for the organic materials, organic food supplies. So that's why we thought of the word green concept. So our focus will always be on the hygienic, biodegradable, and green thing.
Okay. So
The
like
environment.
where did you yeah, green environment. That's a very nice initiative. Like it's always say that savor for this green concept is really very necessary in today's life. And we have saw this COVID situation, and we all have understood that how much it is important to have greenery and green concept in our day-to-day life. And that's a very good initiative, and applaud for you, like for this initiative. I should say that many entrepreneurs like you should come up with this green concept. So, moving on, can you just tell us that where did you procure your raw materials for chili powder, turmeric powder, and dhania powder? And what about the garam masalas?
Yes, so most of the spices, rather all of the spices, we are getting from the farmers, as well as some of them, like you have so many varieties in chilies also. So we get it from different APMCs also.
Mhm.
Okay, so there are so many raw material suppliers
Mhm.
in AP, as well as yes, we especially the turmeric we get it from Sangli and Hingoli areas where the turmeric is really special. Salem and all
Mhm.
so many kinds of turmeric. So yes, we get it from them, and those farmer we have types with the farmers.
Okay. Just a question like this, there was recently it's going on farmer protest and all. So, is this protest, it has affected you anyway?
No, seriously, what I realize is farmers are not interested in politics at all. They are interested
Correct.
in producing their things and selling them in market. And if
Hmm. Hmm.
the entrepreneurs like us are getting it from them with good prices, okay,
Hmm.
nothing is wonderful than that. So they are not interested in politics at all. They are actually interested in selling their material at good price. And that is the
Hmm.
main
Hmm.
concept. I
So
don't
this
think much
is
of the farmers are really into protest. Yeah.
that's great. Mrs. Wage, I have read that your manufacturing business has zero human intervention. So can you please explain about that?
No, it is not a zero human intervention. It is actually partial automation. Because I told you
Okay.
my main agenda was to generate employment. If you do it totally automatic, then how will you generate employment? Okay, so if
Correct.
you need
Hmm.
to give job to people,
Hmm.
and hygienically, so yes, it has to be partial automation and not the whole complete automation. So we
Okay.
have already decided of doing it partial automation. The hygienes are maintained like all the workers in my factory, they wear all those caps and gloves and everything. So they
Hmm.
don't actually touch these spices by their
Okay.
own, but always maintain the hygiene concerns. But yes,
Hmm.
it is partial automation because we need people to have
Correct.
jobs.
Correct. Correct.
So
And it
many
is a
people are
very
affected. Even we all have seen in this pandemic,
correct.
so many people are badly affected. So
True.
if you could actually give them job, I think that's something amazing for them also, for society to uplift also. So yes, we need to do that.
So, that's a very good initiative again. After this green concept, again, employment generation nowadays it is one of the problem for India is facing. And can you just tell us like what number or kind of any rough figure like you have generated the employment for
Oh,
your employees?
so as it's my startup now, so I
Hmm.
have five females and around seven males in my factory as
Okay.
workers.
Hmm.
So you can say there are two drivers. I mean, for the supplies like the raw
Hmm.
material output and the
Hmm.
spices output and all those things. So and we have so many sales. Sales team is also big, big as in as startup. It's big for me. So we have a sales team of seven. Yes, seven.
Great team of seven.
So
So
I
it is
feel
like
very happy, and I could give a job to more and more people.
yes, yes. And yeah, we also wish you that your business should grow like anything. So
Thank
moving forward, as we all know, India is world's largest producer and consumer, and even the exporter of spices. So, do you export your product, and also tell us about this export policy?
See, all the products we produce are export quality itself. So as startup, we are not yet exporting it, but yes, it is in discussion with few of the people, and we will definitely do in near future.
Okay, so can you just, in short, tell us your future plans? Like you have told me while the interview, you told me we'll be doing this. So, in short, like how you will sum up the your future plans?
Oh, my future plan is just that I have to make this my our baby Devai Masale a big.
Hmm.
Secondly, we are
Like,
going to plan with a few more, I mean, some more products. Like every 2-3 months, we are going to introduce new products. Right now, we
okay,
are into spices. We are thinking about the premixes. Then the next will be protein nachos. We are giving the name protachos to it. Okay,
okay.
so many of the FMCG products are coming. They are lined up.
Mhm.
So let's like we are thinking of let's work with the spices properly and then go ahead with different produces. So every 2 to 3 months, new produce will be there. New product will be launched.
Great. So best wishes from our side. I hope all this your goals for 2021 comes true. So can you just tell us like how can you convince our viewers, our your consumers, like they should purchase it, they are purchasing if they are purchasing your product. So like now this main market have this normal products. So how can you just convince, or how do you convince people to buy this Devai Masale? Like what is the special features of what are the special feature you want to explain?
Yes, Devai masale are the pure spices and pure blends. Okay, we have no mixture of the color and preservatives.
Hmm.
So they are amazing into aroma also. Once a person tries, they never go to other, they never try other brands. So I'm very confident about my product. It's just that let people test it and they'll definitely say what they really want to say. I'm confident about my product and its purity. So I request people to try it and go for it.
Great. Yeah, I also request that you should once try, and I also definitely will do that after this session. So
Sure.
also, so I was just asking that how is your market like reach now? This is just a startup, so is this going very good or any kind of a medium kind? Like, how is the speed for the market for your products?
So for now, the starting is really good. Like
Hmm.
our products have already reached in the areas like Karad, Satara, and the most of the hotels are using in Pune also right now. Domestically, yes, people are buying it. It is available in some shops also. So the start is really good, and the production is going nice. So hoping for the best. Even yes,
Great.
we have it in Mumbai, some parts of Mumbai. Mumbai, yes.
Uh, Sorry, there was some network issue, so the last word was just stuck. So can you just repeat?
I said that it is also available in some part of Mumbai also. Mumbai, Satara,
Okay.
Sangli, Karad, and Pune. It is
And Pune.
available in most of the shops, like the spices
Hmm.
shop. Dawat is a big spice shop. So, like
Hmm.
that, there are many spice shops where our product is available. There are so many restaurants who are using our spices. And yes, domestically, it is already getting used.
Ma'am, my next question to you is, what was the major difficulty you have faced, or you have facing any kind of difficulties now, as this is a startup and this pandemic situation. So, any difficulty you are facing right now, or you have faced?
Right now, no, we are not much facing much of the problems as the processes have already started, and people are accepting our brand nicely. It will definitely take time to reach to the wide variety of
Hmm.
people. Now it is reaching the pace is really good, so I'm happy with now. But yes, at start, for any business, you will definitely have some hiccups. So for me, it was mainly for the machine. Yes, the delivery
Okay.
of the machines were really very late because of this pandemic. Even that mechanical industry was really badly affected. It is still affected, but then smoothly it is getting its own pace. But all the
Hmm.
machines are have already been delayed that time when I started it. Secondly, yes, getting investors is always a big challenge for any business. So yes, that was also a big challenge for me, getting the funds and investors. Now it
Okay.
is now there is no problem.
Great. So I just wanted to ask you that how is your distribution process? Like, how do you distribute this masales to everywhere? Like, what is the process to that?
Yes, we have different channels like number one, the usual channel, you have a mother distributor, then they have small distributors under them, and then the retailers and the customer. That's one channel. Then, yes, there is one more interesting part. We have some micro distributors, mainly for these are women in different areas. So we actually give preference to the women in this area. That's one more women entrepreneurship you can say, the small
Correct.
thing. So yes, they buy the masalas from our company directly, manufacturers, and they sell in the market. This way they get the earnings also. So this is like small channel. It is like it's especially for those people, for those ladies who are unemployed and are facing difficulties in like the earning. It is for them, but the main channel is directly from the distributors to the retailers.
Okay. So how did you connect to these ladies who will be distributing your products? So how did you connect to them?
I am actually associated to one NGO, which is Talent for Nation NGO. There we get to know so many ladies who need work, job, having so many financial problems. Most of the children are not going to school, or they go to school, government schools, but then they have problem in the education system. They do not understand what are they learning and all those things. So I go there to help those people. I also teach them, and that is especially for the those days when my Thursday is the day actually when my factory is not working. That day I go to this NGO, and then I meet these ladies also who are like sweepers on the road, or their house maids. Some of the ladies are not working, their husbands were auto drivers or tea stall, the people having tea stalls, and they are badly affected. Plumbers and electricians who never had work in this 6 to 7 months, I think 8 months of pandemic. So yes, it was very difficult for them to survive. Then I realized that I can't give employment to each and every one now, as I'm not in, I mean, in that huge form. So thought of this idea that they'll get some spices with almost like I do not earn out of it, but by selling them, they'll definitely earn out of it. So yes, that was the small idea we came up with, and then got these ladies from NGO, and then their connects and their connects. Like so many people are there who actually want to work, but there is not much work. Even most of the houses are not hiring domestic helps still now, so they actually need help. So this was the idea behind it.
Okay, so now how many like ladies are associated with you? You can give us a rough figure, you are helping
Uh,
all these women.
I know the count around 51 ladies are there who are doing this work, and they are actually working. They are really happy with whatever they are doing because they were
Mhm.
desperately working, desperately wanted some work but unable to get any. So this is what we can right now provide them. So they work for their own and they earn for their own. So they're see, being women entrepreneur, I understand that they need work. Women are always they were always enthusiastic about working. You just need to give them chance and they do it. They do all the magic. You just need to give them chance in any industry. So there are 51 ladies.
And that's a very great. Like I can say that you are a part-time social worker, inspiring leader for women, and inspiring women that we can look forward and we can be like you. And that's really very great. And I would like to thank again for being such kind of lady. I just want to, yeah. So I just want to ask you being a woman entrepreneur, how do you feel being in a market? Is there any kind of difference you feel as a male entrepreneur and a woman entrepreneur now in now this era or this time?
No, Yasmin, the world is actually so. I actually do not find any problem being a women entrepreneur or maybe male entrepreneur. They face the same problem. Nobody disappointed me in any case. Nobody discouraged me. Nobody said that you are a woman, you won't understand this. Let it be the even the what you say mechanical industry like machine manufacturers, raw material suppliers. Everybody is ready to talk to you. Everybody is really helpful. So I don't think the world is actually changed. Maybe women have faced problems in prior eras, but now everybody welcomes you to the industry. Just give them proper service, decently, nicely, and yes, they will definitely help you.
Fab, fantastic. So this is something nice which you should know. You explained us. So can you just tell us whom you can say that is your backbone or is your support system for this entrepreneurship journey?
Oh, there are two people. Number one is my mom, whose recipes, those are her recipes, and we were actually fond of them, even our friends and relatives and everyone. So we knew that this is perfect, and we have not made a single change in her recipes. So these are mom's recipe spices. Okay, so yes, that is backbone because your product's taste and quality is important if you have to stand in market and survive there. Secondly, about see, I'm really bad at finances and so many things. Nobody is perfect in this world, and my husband is the second person who's really a strong person behind me. Along with his job, he actually helps me, and you need that. When you have a family, you definitely need a support from your family, especially for a woman when your family responsibilities is the main expectation from you and then you want to work. So yes, your family is your backbone. So my husband is a big support to me.
Okay, so I can say that Green Concept Life Devai Masala is mom's recipe.
Yes, totally.
That's great. So we have your mother's. Everyone is tasting your mother's spices, and the secret spices your mother have. Now we are tasting it. That's
That,
great. So
yes.
I just want to ask you now, who is your inspiration? whom you call as your inspiration?
I told you, my two backbones are actually my inspiration because they are
Okay.
non-stop. They do not get tired. So, for your ideals, for the like the person who you see your ideal, you do not need to go out to look for it. It is in front of you. So I've seen my mother and I've seen my husband who work like tremendously. They can do anything without getting tired. So yes, those two people are my. I look at them and then I say that yes, I need to do. I can't get tired.
That's great. Lastly, this will be our last question for this Q&A session. Like, what message you want to convey for our small businesses and all the women entrepreneurs out there?
Okay, so the message is for everyone rather that you need to dream, but just don't dream for it. Take small steps, take baby steps towards it, and you will definitely reach there. It's 21st century, and especially women, have freedom to do everything. So let's utilize this freedom. Let's enjoy doing work. Okay, so let's utilize and we do magics. I know that. Just let's do it, and we'll definitely reach there.
Great. So I would also like to just tell to our viewers that get inspired by the ladies like this, women out there. Get up and be like Mrs. Wage, and you are really doing a great job. I'm really inspired. Talking to you was really very nice for me. So, Ms.
Thank
Wage,
you so
on
much.
behalf of my entire yeah. So, on behalf of my entire SME Venture team, I am thanking you for your valuable knowledge and time. We are grateful for you are being here with us. So, and you have given me and my viewers a clear overview of the business you are doing. And if anyone wants to start up, they can just go from now. Like this was very inspiring interview. And again, I want to thank you, and I hope you also liked this session, sharing your knowledge and all. I hope you liked it.
Definitely, I liked it. Thank you so much for giving me chance to express. Thank you so much to reach. I mean, you helped me reaching people today. Thank you so much.
Great. So this is it. With this, we are ending up here today. We'll meet to you next time with another inspiring personality. Till then, stay tuned. Do like, share, and follow us, SME Venture. And this is Yasmin Khan, your host for the day, signing out. And ma'am, and everybody, wishing you all in advance a happy new year for 2021. Thank you.